Hamlet is one of William Shakespeare's most complex and enduring tragedies. Written around 1600, it delves deep into themes of revenge, madness, mortality, and the nature of existence. The play is set in Denmark and revolves around Prince Hamlet, whose quest for vengeance against his uncle Claudius, who has usurped the throne and married Hamlet's mother, Queen Gertrude, forms the crux of the story. Act 1. The play opens on a cold night at Elsinore Castle in Denmark. The sentinels Bernardo and Marcellus, along with Horatio, Hamlet's friend, see the ghost of the deceased King Hamlet. The ghost's appearance causes concern, suggesting that something is amiss in the state of Denmark. Hamlet, who is deeply grieving the death of his father and the swift remarriage of his mother, is soon visited by the ghost himself. The ghost reveals that he was murdered by Claudius, Hamlet's uncle. This revelation sets Hamlet on a path of revenge. Act 2. In Act 2, Hamlet's behavior becomes increasingly erratic, leading others to believe he has gone mad. Polonius, the courtier, attributes Hamlet's madness to his love for Polonius's daughter, Ophelia. Meanwhile, Claudius and Polonius spy on Hamlet to uncover the cause of his strange behavior. Hamlet, aware of being watched, begins to feign madness as part of his plan to investigate the ghost's claims and plot his revenge. Act 3. The central part of the play involves Hamlet's use of a play within a play to confirm Claudius's guilt. Hamlet arranges for a troupe of actors to perform a scene resembling his father's murder. Claudius's reaction to the play, which mirrors the ghost's account, convinces Hamlet of his uncle's treachery. Hamlet's behavior grows more unpredictable, causing tension between him and others, including Ophelia, whom he now harshly rejects, further complicating her own emotional state. Act 4. In Act 4, Hamlet's actions lead to a series of tragic misunderstandings. After a confrontation with his mother, Hamlet kills Polonius, who is hiding behind a tapestry in Gertrude's chamber. This impulsive act sets off a chain reaction of events. Claudius, fearing for his own life, sends Hamlet to England with orders for his execution. Meanwhile, Ophelia, devastated by her father's death and Hamlet's behavior, descends into madness and ultimately drowns herself, though her death is surrounded by ambiguity. Act 5. Act 5 brings the tragedy to its climax. Hamlet returns from England, having escaped execution. He discovers Ophelia's funeral and reflects on the nature of life and death. Laertes, Ophelia's brother, is enraged by her death and seeks revenge against Hamlet. This leads to a fencing match between Laertes and Hamlet, which is rigged by Claudius to ensure Hamlet's death through poisoned weapons and a poisoned cup. The match turns disastrous. Both Laertes and Hamlet are wounded by the poisoned sword. Gertrude accidentally drinks from the poisoned cup and dies. And Hamlet, mortally wounded, kills Claudius before succumbing to his injuries. The play ends with the arrival of Fortinbras of Norway, who takes over the Danish throne, marking a tragic end to the royal family's turbulent reign. Revenge and justice. At its core, Hamlet is a play about revenge. Hamlet's quest for vengeance is central, driving the plot and leading to the play's tragic end. However, Shakespeare explores the complications and consequences of revenge. Hamlet's philosophical nature leads him to question the morality and effectiveness of his quest for revenge, highlighting the difficulties in achieving justice through personal vendettas. Madness. The theme of madness is explored both literally and figuratively. Hamlet's feigned madness becomes a tool for him to navigate the court and investigate Claudius's guilt. However, this act of pretense blurs the lines between sanity and insanity, causing Hamlet to question his own mental state. Additionally, Ophelia's genuine descent into madness and subsequent death underscore the devastating impact of the court's machinations on the innocent. Mortality and existentialism. Hamlet's soliloquies, especially To Be or Not to Be, delve into existential questions about life and death. The play reflects on the nature of existence, the inevitability of death, and the value of human actions. Hamlet's contemplation of death and the afterlife reveals his deep philosophical concerns and struggles with the meaning of life. Corruption and decay. The imagery of decay and corruption pervades the play. The rotten state of Denmark reflects the moral and political corruption within the royal family. Shakespeare uses these images to symbolize the broader moral decay affecting the characters and the state itself. Fate and free will. Hamlet's struggle with fate and free will is another crucial theme. His delays and indecisiveness are often attributed to his contemplation of fate and the extent of his control over his actions. The play suggests that despite human efforts to exert control, fate often dictates the course of events. Conclusion. Hamlet remains one of Shakespeare's most profound and complex plays. Its exploration of revenge, madness, mortality, and the human condition continues to captivate audiences and provoke deep reflection. The intricate plot, rich characterizations, and philosophical depth make Hamlet a timeless examination of the human experience and the moral dilemmas faced by individuals.